Yo, 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 yo. How you guys doing today? How you doing? How you doing? Multiple camera angles. Once again, happy Broadcasting Tuesday. Okay, I think today's Tuesday, yeah. Broadcasting, Bro Building Tuesday. As you can see, we got the entire rig right here hooked up. I'm looking at it right now. We're broadcasting live, World Broadcast Live. Let me see here. Okay, I need one thing I didn't change on here, but that's okay. Oh, I got different lower thirds. I got the keyboard hooked up. Once again, this is the major keyboard that we're using right here. Got two different angles. We're using the phone angle, and of course we got the broadcaster system, and we're going to show you what it looks like in a little bit. But I'm going to change a couple graphics here. Once again, you see the Cash App at the top here. Cash App. Go to my Cash App, $ Tony McDo. If you like this process, everything is done off this little mini keyboard right here. That's what we want to show. Everything is done off this little mini keyboard, and we're able to change the graphics, change the titles, and take it to another whole level. This is your portable YouTube studio. You could call it that. That would probably be more, I don't know what the word is. That's probably what people are looking for. So this is a portable YouTube studio, and I'm able to, like I said, pick it up, move it around, get closer. We're moved in right now. We're zoomed in, as you can see. How you guys doing? How you doing, everybody? And I can change graphics on the fly. We're going to change a couple of the graphics here just to show you. Once again, we're broadcasting live. You see on the screen it says broadcasting live. That's actually my record button. I set this up on for F10. So when I want to record, I just hit F10 and I'm recording. And if I want to stop, I can just hit stop rather than go into the menu system. That was something that I set up a little earlier. So it says broadcasting live. We'll go to let's see, F2. We're still broadcasting. When you see live, that means that we're recording live. See, number 3, you've seen those graphics from earlier. Those are the older graphics. And then of course F4. Let's see what F4 is. F4 is my Cash App. Okay. I set it up to where I could. Yeah. Okay. I see what I did here. So I need to go back to my main camera. My main camera is kind of an empty camera in a sense, but we're still broadcasting live, and that's why the broadcasting live is still there. If I turn that off, that means I'm not recording. So that was something that I set up a little earlier because I got tired of going into the menu system and turning this camera off and turning that camera off. Eventually I'll be able to turn that camera off too, probably with a remote control or something. I can start and stop the multiple cameras. But right now, what I want to talk about is a couple things here. We're going to go to F4. See what F4 is. Oh, F4 is my Cash App. It's kind of in the way right there. We'll take that out. We'll move that around. Okay. So it's a couple things I need to work on. We're talking about the G2, Tony McDo, and the G2, okay? The G2 and Tony McDo. The G2 and Tony McDo. G2 and Tony McDo. You guys want to know what the G2 is? Okay, the G2, this is what the G2 is. The G2 is actually the mini PC that we're actually using right now to make this video. Yes, you see those two pictures right there, pop them in, pop them out. I'm doing everything with the keyboard, pop them in, pop them out, pop them in, pop them out. The mini PC, and then if I want to pop them out and then pop in maybe some more specs on these PCs, I'm able to do all that from this keyboard. And that's the thing we're talking about. But the reason I'm able to do that is because of this PC. Okay, so we got this PC once again off of Amazon, keeping it real. Amazon, you guys need to, you guys need to kick me down something. Believe me, you guys need to kick me down. I need to be a sponsor or something, or some sponsors need to sponsor me. But yeah, I set this up so that you can see if I make these disappear. That's the PC, and once again, boom, bring the other PC back in. I'm doing all this right now on the fly with this mini keyboard. Okay, from Amazon as well. Okay, I'm an Amazon guy. That's hey, I just gotta keep it real. I'm an Amazon guy. Sorry about this angle over here. I know you guys can't see what's going on, but you know, this is behind the scenes footage. This is behind the scene footage. Okay. So you saw the mini PC, the G2. We'll bring it back down again. The G2 is a powerful computer. And I'm not gonna say how powerful it is. It's not really for gaming and that type of thing, but for your average use, it's working right now. We're using OBS, microphone in use, OBS, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, okay. Something just popped up, microphone in use, OBS, studio. Okay, I'm not sure. I gotta check my levels. Hopefully I'm not talking too loud. But anyway, the audio right now is coming, hopefully, from the camera. I don't think I'm using the audio. Yeah, it's coming from the camera. and we're not gonna go all into that. But the computer that we're using, the G2, Tony McDo and the G2, because I'm doing what I gotta do. Tony McDo, the G2, I'm doing what I gotta do. Tony McDo and the G2, I'm doing what I gotta do. Okay, the G2 computer, once again, you can get that for like 150 bucks, 157. You might get one cheaper. Tariffs, prices and stuff are changing, so you don't know what's gonna happen in the future. But if your kid needs a computer, or if you need a computer for your family or something like that, the G2 is an excellent computer. So I'll go back to how small it is. You see how small it is. It'll fit right in your hand. It'll fit right in your pocket. I had it in my pocket the other day. Now we actually have it attached to this pole right here. So it's now attached to this light stand. It's actually on a light stand with a camera, and that's how we are using OBS right now, and that's how we're streaming live. Now, this was the Bro Budget Bro system that I wanted to create. Well, I actually did create it years ago, back in 2017, 2018, 2019. That's when I started working on this system. And we're talking about Wirecast. I was using Wirecast, and I was using a whole bunch of other computers. I had an HP laptop and all that stuff, and it was just a lot of mess. But that's what motivated me to get this whole thing going. Now we're live streaming on a pole. Very, very simple. This is my mini broadcaster system. Broadcasting station, Bro Station. This is it. So I'm sitting here, like you said, I'm sitting here on the back of my car, just chilling. It's a nice day today. Today's Tuesday, and we're making this video. But once again, I can remove these graphics. We don't need to see that anymore. Sorry about that. Let's see. Remove these, and then I can say, okay, now we want to talk about something else. I can talk about something else, but let's take out the G2. Oh, Cash App. Okay, I gotta get used to where everything is. Okay, so number 8, we talk about a whole different subject here. We're talking about, yes, my car, the Brocades, the Bro Retro Metro. I haven't forgot about it. I know you guys haven't forgot about it. I just put it on hold right now because it's gonna take a little money to get it going. And I told you guys, don't hate, don't wait, donate. You see my Cash App? Do I need to bring the Cash App back down? There's a Cash App right there. Tony McDo, that's in the wrong layer. I got to move it around, and I can actually move it around right now. That's the thing about it, actually. If I really wanted to do that, let's do that real quick. Let's get that out the way here. So what's cool about this? I have a mouse on here on this keyboard. Let me click on it. Where is it at? Okay, click on Cash App, and we want to move it down, move it around. As you can see, this is real time. I'm putting this baby right in front of me here. Cash App. Okay, so now you guys can see. Don't hate, don't wait. Once again, don't procrastinate. Donate. And then if I want to take it out, boom. I just hit the button and it's gone. Just like that. So you see the Cash App. $sign Tony McDo. Don't hate, don't wait, donate. I'm just keeping it real. Everything can be done right here with this mini keyboard, once again, that I got on Amazon. Programming it with hotkeys in OBS. Now I had to learn how to do that. I'll keep it real because I really didn't know. And all I did was watch a couple of YouTube videos on how to use the hotkeys and program it in. And a lot of other guys, they've probably been doing this for years, of course. So that is very basic to them. But the average person doesn't know how to do that. So all you need to do is go to a YouTube video and figure out, type in how to control your elements with hotkeys. That's all it is. Control your graphics, your titles. Just type in how to add titles and with hotkeys, and that's it. So I'm using the hotkeys on here, and you can use any keyboard. I could use a full-size keyboard, but I'm deciding to use this particular keyboard because this is all you need. Okay, so I just want to go back to the vehicle. You see the Bro Retro Metro? That's right here. I'm right behind it. The Bro Retro Metro. We call it the Bro Retro Metro Brocades. Okay, we're converting it into a Brocades because I like Brocades. I like Mercedes cars, but you know, when a brother's on a budget, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So you see the mini Brocades that's up here at the top. The mini Brocades. Yeah, that's the mini Brocades right there. We call that the Brobotic Brocades, mini Brocades, RC, blah, blah, blah. That was an experiment, but that was also a symbol, a model of the larger Brocades, the one right here, okay? So, we also have the Bro ATV, the Bro ETV Cruiser, which is right here, okay? Right here is the Bro ATV Cruiser, okay? So what these are symbols, these are models, these are experiments, these are prototypes of how the full-size Brocedes is going to be in the future. So the full-size Brocedes we're looking at is going to be right here. Okay, this is it's a 1992 Metro Geo Metro. That's what this is. It's a 1992 Geo Metro. Keep it real. I got it cheap. I got it really cheap. I had to pay a little money, you know, to get it stored and everything else. But we got the Geo Metro, the 1992 Geo Metro, and we're taking it to another whole level. So I just want you guys to know I haven't forgot about it. I just been real busy taking care of my dad right now, taking care of my dad, doing, why am I looking down? I should be looking right at you guys right here, right? I'm so used to looking at the monitor, which is a bad thing. When you're doing broadcasting, professional broadcasting, you should be looking at the camera, or either looking aside from the camera rather than be looking at the camera. And that's just one of the techniques. I'll tell you about that later. But yeah, you're not really supposed to be looking directly at the camera unless you're trying to get a point across. And most of the time I'm trying to get a point across, so I should be looking directly at you. But I'm looking at the monitor because I have so much control over it. And you're a one-man band. You become the production crew. You become the, you know, everything. So that's what I'm doing with this keyboard. And that's the purpose of making this video, is to show you guys that this is all possible. It can be all done very easy. And I'm gonna move this camera around here, the other camera here. Can you guys see anything on the monitor there? I don't know if you can see anything on the monitor. It's pretty dim over here still. It's really weird because I can see the monitor very well, but with the camera it's not picking up very well. Let me straighten out my tripod here a little bit better, because I don't want this thing to fall over on me. But this is my behind the scenes camera. Sorry about that. Sorry we got off track there for a little bit. Okay, I gotta have my behind the scenes work of what's actually going on, because a lot of people don't know what's really going on. So this is a live shot of everything. I'm recording live. I can stop the recording with just one key, start it back up, add titles, add graphics, the whole 9 yards. I think you guys know how that works. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this right here. That's I think I put it on F8. F8, yeah, just like that. So that was enough about the Bro. We'll bring it back one more time. The Bro Cruisers, the Bro EV, what did I say? The new robotic Bro Cruiser EV technology projects. All those projects are going to be coming together very, very soon. So you guys just give me a little time. And once again, don't hate, don't wait, donate. Go to the Cash App. You see the Cash App, $ Tony McDo. Go to the Cash App, and you know, throw in a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? $5, $10, $20, whatever you got. You know, you want to donate $100? That's fine. $200, $300, $400, $500. Donate, help a brother out if you like this this technology that we're trying to put together. So I work on a whole lot of things. I don't just work on computers. I'm working on computers. I'm working on cameras. I'm working on converting cameras. I'm working on once again all type of technology, robotics. We got lots of RC robotic technology that I'm working on, but it's all on a budget. So I don't have a whole lot of money to actually do this. So that's why I tell you guys, if you want to see more of the projects, donate, help out. And even if you don't want to see any of the projects, still donate, help out, help the brother out. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little low on my food right now, keeping it real. Anyway, I need some food. I'm hungry. I didn't eat anything all day. I've been actually working on this stuff all day. Actually, I had some ice cream, and I had a salad. I had a salad. We're gonna probably get something to eat in a little bit. I gotta go back and take care of my dad, because he'll be going to bed early. You go to bed at like 7 o'clock, keeping it real. But anyway, this is all, once again, live broadcasting. I want you guys to see how this works. I was very excited about it. I was very excited about this small system, that it was just easy for me to just pick up and just be anywhere. You could sit anywhere. You could be sitting in the park, and you got your graphics and everything right there in front of you. The cars, all the Brobotic Mini. That's the Brobotic Mini that you see up here. That's the Brobotic Mini right there. And then right down here is the Bro ATV. That's the Bro ATV Cruiser. This is the one that I can actually get on and ride and drive. I got to do some work to that because I don't want to fall off of it. You've seen I fell off that one. I fell off of it. If you go back and watch my previous videos, this is the one that I fell off of. And yeah, and the steering wheel kind of was real loose. So this is the one that I'm working on right now. Got to weld the steering wheel and do some stuff. I do have a little welder. I bought a little cheap welder before the tariffs kicked in from China. So it's from China before the tariffs kicked in. Okay, and then of course this one right here is the Brocedes Bro Retro Metro. This is the baby we're working on. This is gonna have 80-volt batteries. I've got so far I think 3 or 4 80-volt batteries. Still got to get a couple more batteries. I got the motor, got the motor controller. I've got the what is it called? The DKD speedometer, controller, all that. I've got all that. I even have the, I've got everything. It's all on a bench. I built it on a bench. We're going to show you that. I was going to show you that today, but it's just too much bringing all the stuff out here. We'll probably show that in the next couple days, maybe Friday. I think we'll say that maybe Friday, and we'll show the setup. Because we've got the motor, we got the motor controller, it's all hooked up to the 80 volt. I just hooked up the 180 volt battery just to do a bench test to make sure it's all working. But I still have to go into the controller and change some parameters, which is a far driver controller. It's called a far driver controller. And this was actually designed, let me tell you what this was designed for. It was actually designed for, what do they call those things, dirt bikes? It was designed for dirt bikes, mini bikes, go-karts, and things like that. The motor that I'm actually putting in this car. So I am doing a first, what do you want to call it? The world's first electric car with a small motor, a very, very small motor. I've seen a couple guys, I ain't gonna say I'm not the first guy that's ever done it. Some guys did it in India, don't get me wrong. They used a couple other smaller motors. This is a 5 kilowatt motor, so 5,000 watts. I think you can stretch it out a little bit. You can get a little bit more out of it. Some guys today push it to like 15,000 watts, but it's a 5,000 watt motor, 5,000 to 8,000 watt motor, I believe. And I'll give you all the specs on that a little later. When we do the bench test, I'll tell you a little bit more about it because I can't remember right now off head. But okay, so anyway, that's enough of that. We're gonna get out of that. Sorry about that. Hang on here. Sorry about that. So bye-bye on the electric projects, the cars. We got to work on that. I'm working on computers. I'm working on iMac conversions. We're going to take a couple iMacs apart and talk about that. We're going to take a couple iMacs apart, and we're going to be doing conversions on those, turning them into monitors or either PCs. So I posted some stuff on that earlier for Bro Building Day, because today is Bro Building Broadcasting Conversion Day. Okay. So next thing on the thing here. The graphics are in the way. Sorry about that. Let's get rid of the Cash App real quick. Okay, these are some of my old broadcasting systems. That's what they call them. Okay, the Amiga video toaster you see right here. Okay, the Amiga video toaster, the Amiga Video 2000 video toaster. I didn't have a chance to put the 4000 in there, but the 4000 was another one. I never got the 4000, but I did get the 2000, and that's what the 2000 looked like. That was my start when it came to graphics and titles and all that kind of stuff. That came out in 1988. I got mine in like 1995, somewhere around there. Yeah, I got it pretty late, but I got it. So that was the start of my video production stuff. Then, you know, right below that is the Trinity, made by Play Incorporate, and that was the next system that I started working on. I still have that. I have that system now. I didn't have it back then. That one came out in 1998, so I do have that system, which is right, pointing in the wrong direction, right over here, Play Incorporate, and then right above here, up here, is the TriCaster 40. I do have that one right now. I have 4 of those. I have 4 of the TriCaster 40s with the control surface, and I love that system. We will be using that pretty soon, and that's going to be not a mobile system. I'm not going to make a mobile system out of it. That's going to be a home-based system, and we will be using that one. And I've got the TriCaster. I've got the TriCaster Studio, and I got the TriCaster Broadcast, and I've got the TriCaster Pro, and then I've got the TriCaster, the regular TriCaster. So the original TriCaster was from 2005, then the 2006 was the TriCaster Pro, then the 2007 was, I think, the TriCaster Studio, and then the TriCaster 8 was the TriCaster Broadcast, and it just goes on and on and on and on. They still make TriCasters this very day, and they go from $5,000 all the way up to $30,000, $40,000 to $50,000 for a TriCaster. But when you're a broadcaster, okay, and that's what this video is about. When you are a broadcaster, which I'm a broadcaster, and that's why the reason I became a broadcaster is because of the video toaster and the TriCaster. The video toaster and the TriCaster and all these other units behind there made me into the broadcaster that I am today. I'm the 2025 original broadcaster. There's not another broadcaster out there. I am the original broadcaster. Okay, and broadcasting is a term that I came up with because I wanted to have a toaster. I wanted to have a toaster 4000, which I never got. I wanted to have a TriCaster, which I never got. Or I'm gonna say I never got a TriCaster. I wanted to have those TriCasters back then, but I didn't get them back then. So I immediately became a broadcaster. Okay, And that's where we are here right now. So these are just some of my retro vintage broadcasting systems. Just wanted to show you that, and just how fast I brought them in. I can take them out just as fast. All with this keyboard. Isn't that incredible? So imagine having a system like this. This is my new broadcasting system, and it's a mini broadcasting. This is a mini broadcasting system, and then we got the larger broadcasting system. We got the more professional one with 4 cameras on there, where you can do 4 camera angles and all that other stuff. That's the one that I worked on a couple weeks ago, and that's called the G5 Broadcasting XD Cam. I don't know what we call it, but that's the broadcasting station, the major broadcasting station, and it's on wheels too. But we're not moving it. We're not moving that baby out. So I just wanted to show you that. See F9, what we got on F9. Same. Okay. So I didn't put any other graphics up here, but I put a couple of these in here, like I said, so that you can get the idea of how the system works. And that's my main. This is my main camera. Once again, this is WBN World Broadcast News. Once again, I can bring you guys the latest news today. I can talk about a lot of things. You see my Cash App up here at the top. Cash App, Tony McDo. Cash App, Tony McDo, if you like what I'm doing. And once again, Cash App, Tony McDo. Why? Because we are using, got the wrong button here. We are using the G2. Tony McDo and the G2, okay? It goes back to this system right here that I'm pointing at over here. That's the G2 system, okay? And then I point that over here, same thing. This is the system that I'm using to make this work, and I'm kind of giving you guys all the gems and all the things that it takes to make this happen. So if you like this content, I just wanted to kind of show this is what it takes. Okay, you can see the G2 from the other angle here, from the other camera angle here, a little bit. And like I said, this is all on a pole here. Very simple system. Sorry about that, getting out of the camera angle here, but that's it. This is the G2 system. I should take a picture of it. I think we're going to do that. So let me sign off on this camera real quick. Once again, sorry about that, folks. This is a behind the scenes shot of everything. We're going to sign off right here. Tony McDo. Once again, don't hate, don't wait, donate, $Tony McDo. I'm going to take some pictures, and we out.